I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. And double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. Lord, willing that they can continue to endure and be sincere in the mighty Shalom to the hopeful elect in the same spirit, and the elect lady and the elect child. Lord, willing the women of this faith and this truth can continue to pursue their lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord, willing the most have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. You know, I'm about to go into the word sinister, right? You do not want to desire to be a sinister, which the left-hand side of Yahweh it controls the sinister in us. You know, they add on to it. They inflame it to grow more. This is why we do the things that we do in the flesh, right? The left-hand side of the Lord has this purpose, and the right-hand side has this purpose. The Lord, if you've seen the video that I did, the Lord is playing chess within himself, right? The left and the right hand. Yahushua is the head of the right-hand side, and Yahushua has authority over all, right? The people on the earth and the angels, right? You need to understand that we're in the Lord's program, but you have to know what side do you want to serve, right? You got to have the willpower and the desire to be on the right-hand side. Everybody's not. When people want to mix, oh, the Lord did it, hey, this and this and that. Hey, but if you're not trying to be on the right-hand side, the Lord is not dealing with you on a righteous aspect. Every creation has its purpose. Sirach 39, verse 21. But what is your purpose? What do you desire, right? If you desire the kingdom, you should be seeing yourself in the presence of the Lord, especially being used by the Rakak Wadash, right? David said it best. In Psalms the 51st chapter, he asked the Lord, don't remove his spirit from him, right? Don't remove your presence. Every day you got to ask this because we're still in the flesh, right? So when you go into the word of sinister, which is an adjective word, it says prompted by malice or ill will, false, dishonest, intending to mislead, with suggestions, report. And another meaning is false, unfavorable, to the left, right? From Latin sinister, left, on the left side, right? And it was because the elder, right, the apostle Gabar from Great Millstone and the bishop, they was doing a Tuesday class, and it hit me when they was talking about the left side, or left means sinister. And so how they always push that, don't just take our words for it, go search it, right? And anybody that's drawn to be edified and grow, you're going to search and seek. That's the whole point of understanding. Yes, you get a chapter read or a breakdown read, but within these breakdowns in these chapters, you get understanding with precepts. We are speaking a stammering language, which is this English, and we have to go get the etymology or understanding or the root of words, right? And I got even more edified, and I'm at work rebuking my flesh, rebuking people that I'm around that could be in the flesh, not just rebuking them, but rebuking the spirits that could be around them, right? My daughter, either my wives, my children, the brothers I labor with, the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone on down, right, that's teaching this word, and the other brothers and sisters that's in these other congregations that's trying to be sincere, that might need another push to rebuke them spirits that's around them to mislead them. And I had to rebuke that spirit even more because, you don't want to be teaching the wrong thing because you're going to mislead, right? What is it right here? Mislead. And that's what the Pharisees was doing, the Sadducees. They was misleading the Lord's people, right? And you don't want to be calling yourself a prophet and you're misleading people, right? So I'm going to get a side precept and we'll come back to that. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 22. Abstain from all appearances of evil. The more that we abstain away from these appearances of evil, the left-hand side is not going to be able to budge. Go read Job chapter 1 and Job chapter 2. The Lord was giving him the will to basically tempt Job, right? And I even go to it because I'm bringing it up. Job Even Job chapter 1 in verse 6, it says, "And now therefore was a day when the sons of God came to the presence to present themselves before Yahweh Bashem Shai, and Satan came along among them. And Yahweh Bashem Shai said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered Yahweh Bashem Shai and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down it." And hey, you got to know that the left-hand side is moving left, right, wherever the Lord is telling them to go, right? Because they have a purpose, even the right-hand side. But this point is about the left-hand side. It says, "And Yahweh Bashem Shai said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God and abstoweth evil?" Right? Guess what? The Lord is searching our hearts. And sometimes your faith is going to be tested, right? This is not that the Lord has evil in his heart. The Lord is sure about his faithful servant. He even asked, "Hey, Dad, have you thought about consider my servant Job?" And what did Satan say in the 9th verse? Satan answered the Lord and said, "Do of Job fear God for naught? Has not thou made a hedge about him, made a wall of protection, and about his house and about all that he hath? On every side thou hast blessed the work of his hand, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth thy hand now and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face." And Yahweh Shai said unto Satan, "Behold, all that he have is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thy hand." So Satan went forth from the presence of Yahweh Shai, right? Satan he said, "Hey, if you put your hand and touch all that he have, he gonna curse you." That's Satan speaking, right? But then the Lord said, "Hey, go ahead, but don't touch him, but touch the things that he have." Guess what? The Lord, the Satan touched the things that he have, and Satan still didn't budge. Rent his clothes, cut his hair, right, and cried, and he knew he came out naked of his mother. He gonna go back naked into his mother. Then the 2nd chapter, the Lord said, "Touch him. He got boils, this and this and that." And his wife said, "Curse God and die." He said, "You sound like one of them foolish women, one of those stupid women. Don't you know we're going to receive good and evil at the hand of God?" Because the Lord has good and evil in his hand, because the sinister angels on the left-hand side and the righteous on the right-hand side. That goes to 1 Kings 22, verse 19 down, right? They're set up just like the right-hand side. The right-hand side is going to bring you into this knowledge. It's going to help you increase. But just because you increase, you don't think that you're going to get played with. The more you come in this thing and believe in the Lord, the more you're a target. You know? In a minute, we're going to get physically persecuted by these freaking rulers on the side, because when you really uphold in this truth, you are a target. When you put a video game on hard, it's hard. You still beat levels, but it's hard. You know? The more you grow in this thing, the more you grow in levels. And them spirits on the left-hand side know who you is. Then the spirit on the left-hand side say, "I know Yahweh Shai, I know Paul, but you I don't know." Right? If the left side don't know, guess what? You already consumed. But they know you by who you follow. If you follow Yahweh Shai, you're more of a target. If you ain't following the Lord, you're consumed. You're done. Right? I'd rather fall in the hands of the Lord. I'd rather be tested to make sure my faith is genuine. What is that? 2 Corinthians, the 13th chapter, right? Test yourself to see if you have genuine faith. Examine yourself to see if you have genuine faith. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 15. "See that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men." Right? See that none render evil for evil. Right? Because if you is doing that, that is a sinister mindset. Somebody do something unto you, you do it unto them. Hey, even with Esau, bro, you know, we have to let the vengeance be of the Lord. You know, you got Jake out in the street, which they want to kill Jake and shoot Jake, but you'll never see them doing that to Esau. But still, regardless if it's Esau or if it's Jake, that's a left-hand side spirit. If the Lord don't give us the notion, that's the left-hand side spirit. If you misleading people, that's the left-hand side spirit, right? If you have ill will to your brother and you got it in your mind, that's the left-hand side. We have to rebuke these spirits, man, right? When we make wrong decisions, that's the left-hand side, man. Men and women, even children, making wrong freaking decisions or lying. That's the left-hand side, right? This is Romans 21:12. It says, be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. That's what we, every day you want to flood yourself with good things of Yahweh Hashem Al Shai. That's why I'm always saying, make sure you're continuously in the face of the Lord. Don't get comfortable. You get comfortable in a relationship, get comfortable in a room, get comfortable in the bed, get comfortable with clothes, get comfortable with so much. A lot of you niggas is going to get caught being comfortable. Matthew chapter 15 and verse 19 and 21 in the KJV, it says, for out of the heart proceedeth evil thoughts, murders, adulterers, fornications, thefts, false witness, blasphemies. These are the things which defile a man. But to eat with unwashed hands defile not a man. Then Yahushua went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon, which, you know, a lot of Christians mislead people in the scriptures, talking about is not the law, or basically talking about the food that you eat that make you defile. But this is really just talking about washing your hands don't defile you, right? But all those things that we lined up into in verse 19, evil thoughts, murderers, adulteries, fornication, thefts, and false witness, and blasphemy, that's part of going into the law, man, right? You can't blaspheme the name the Rakakwadash, right? And you can't be a false witness of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? Which a lot of us is a lot of our people that are false witness, especially these other nations that's coming in the name of Jesus. When you grow in this truth, you should be growing in the name and using the name of the Lord, regardless how anybody feel. Every time when you hear me say Yahweh, Yahushai, and other brothers, that is the ancient Hebrew that we spoke. So we have to be thankful the Lord has given us back the root of our language. Now, I might not speak a fluent ancient Hebrew, but the name is the most important, right? And fornication and adulteries, which we have many examples, but what's that spiritual adultery? Believing in another God, believing in another false religion, right? Because you got some people saying they believe in Jesus, but they doing holidays. You're a false witness, and you're committing adulteries in the spirit, man, which goes into idolatry, right? But fornication is that immorality. We can't say that we Christians or we are pastor and you're doing immorality. That's the left-hand side. That's ill dealing. That's misleading because other people is going to see it, right? Evil thoughts. Rebuke those evil thoughts. A lot of us have that because we have this mind. None of us know our heart, right? That's why you don't want to be a sinister, man. Understand the left-hand side dabbles in that. The angels are not sinisters, right, themselves. They're just obeying the order that was given to them. When you watch a movie, why you not dissing the actor for making him play an evil role and he playing the good role? We can't go back and forth with the potter who's molding the clay. The Lord put the left for the left and the right for the right. The right for the right. Salaki, right? Let me get a few more and then I'm gonna end it. This is Psalms 97, verse 10 to 12. It says, ye that love Yahweh hate evil. He perceiveth the souls of his saints. He delivereth them out of the hand of the wicked. Light is sown for the righteous, and gladness for the upright in heart. Rejoice in Yahweh, ye righteous, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. When you go into NLT, it says, may all who are godly rejoice in Yahweh and praise his holy name. See, we got this name, which is our true power, right? And this is what, when you do slip, right, with an evil thought, right, the plague of the mind, right? It doesn't matter what it is, you women, men, right? Go into the name of the Lord, right? Literally go into the name of the Lord. And if you too overwhelmed, sometimes you have to put yourself around somebody that's in the spirit of the Lord, right? Sometimes I'm asking brothers, words of this truth, right? Lord willing, this was edifying to the hopeful elect. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.